Joining us right now is Rajya Sabha MP and senior leader of the Congress party, Mr. Digvijaya Singh. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. My first question to you is that I've heard a lot of comments, your tweets as well, and also lots of comments from the Congress party where you seem to be in doubt about this actually being an arrest. Why?
Because of the whole scene, you know. Person who is wanted in such a heinous crime about 6 days back, he travels from UP to Faridabad in Haryana, then goes to Kota and goes as I don't know, this is what is mentioned in your report just now, and then appears in Ujjain. Now he walks into the temple. I don't know what the CCTV camera is doing, and does the darshan. And when he comes out of the darshan, there is a photograph of his walking alone after doing the darshan within the temple. And then the security guard of the private security agency, some Lakhan Singh Yadav, he catches hold of him and then calls the police. Now, Madhya Pradesh police was totally unaware of Mr. Vikas Dubey being in Ujjain or in Mahakal temple, and they came to know of this only after this security guard, I don't know from where he got this information, and he handed over Vikas Dubey to the Madhya Pradesh police. Now, a criminal of that kind, a gangster of that kind, would not sort of do what this man has done, who used to be armed to the teeth, walked without any arms in broad daylight during the Shravan month, where there's a large number of devotees in the Mahakal temple. So obviously this is a staged surrender or a staged I would
arrest.
say a staged arrest. But so the Madhya Pradesh police, I don't think they can be given any credit for this kind of an arrest.
Mr. Singh, there were some reactions coming in from, I don't know why, the Chhattisgarh Congress, and they seem to say they seem to draw a link between Mr. Narottam Mishra, who is the Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh, and Vikas Dubey, saying that during election duty, Mr. Narottam Mishra was in charge of Kanpur, and now you have this person, Vikas Dubey, being arrested in a state where he is now Home Minister. Do you think that this is a very, very, a sort of imagination or the reality? Because it's very hard to believe this correlation, hard to prove also.
Mr. Sanket, the issue is, I demand a judicial inquiry into the whole affair. A gangster of that kind has sort of flourished in Uttar Pradesh through his contacts with political leaders, with the police, with the administration, and the kind of relief that he is getting from the court. So therefore, either his case was weak or he had some connections in the judiciary also. So this calls for a judicial inquiry, because the kind of encounter which took place in Kanpur about 6 days back is unheard of in the history of Uttar Pradesh and for the country also. We could only see these kind of encounters by the criminals in movies, and now he's being sort of acclaimed as a Shiromani. But if you see the list of his killings, half of them are Brahmins.
So, Mr. Digvijaya Singh, I want to ask you, why do you insist on a judicial probe as of this moment? There will be an investigation. Why do you think that there should be a judicial probe? See, there is also a view that you may have nabbed this man who now the UP police calls a terrorist. But what about his political akas, his political bosses, who gave him that clout?
Exactly. This is what I am saying, that there should be a special investigative team of the UP police, and the total investigation should be done under the judicial review of a sitting Supreme Court judge, and they should go threadbare and check on his political affiliations and his connections in the police and in the administration, so that such incidents are taken care of and they don't get repeated at any point of time later.
Mr. Singh, my final question to you. A word on the UP police. Do you think that they could not even defend their own honor? 8 cops were slayed by this man, who they now call a terrorist. And then eventually this man was crisscrossing the length and breadth of North India. He goes to Faridabad, he goes to Nimach, Kota, Ujjain. And all this while the UP police was clueless. Do you think that there was an intelligence failure, or was there collusion even after this attack?
Obviously, he's got friends in the system. He's got friends in the police force. And he was influential enough to crisscross from UP to Haryana, to Rajasthan, to Madhya Pradesh, and get away with it. And that too, when there is a complete checkup on the route. There are barriers on the route. How could he get out of all that? This is very surprising. So therefore, it needs to be investigated by a competent team of people with absolute, I would say, integrity, and that also should be supervised by a sitting court of the Supreme Court.
Sure. Mr. Digvijaya Singh, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.